This week has been building up to this night, the evening, the final night of the RNC in Milwaukee.
Former President Donald Trump set to take the stage tonight. We want to take a live look at that stage. This is inside Fiserv Forum, completely revamped from the home of the Bucks.
We have team coverage inside the arena tonight. Patrick and Deanna leading off our coverage along with political director Matt Smith. This is the biggest night of the week, guys.
Yeah, Derek, Kristen, last day of the RNC. We've made it, and inside here behind us, we've already seen those iconic Wisconsin cheeseheads. Delegates right now making their way to their seat. Everything getting ready to go here at about 5:45 tonight.
And here's why it's a big night. Former President Donald Trump will accept the Republican nomination for president. Ahead of that speech, he did a walkthrough yesterday afternoon. We saw him on stage getting familiar with the setup. Tonight will be his first public address since Saturday's assassination attempt, and people are wondering what he might say. 12 News' Jaron Jordan spoke with former Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker live on 12 News at 11. Walker says the shooting had to make an impact on the former president's speech tonight.
I think the other night you heard his daughter-in-law talk about turning off the TV so the grandkids didn't see what was happening to their grandfather. You saw the oldest granddaughter last night talk a little bit during her father's speech about the impact it had there. I think in part, you're going to hear not just he's a fighter, but what went through his mind, I got to believe part of that is thinking about your kids and your grandkids and your life. And you have this near-death, literally near-death moment. It's got to have an impact on your impulse, not only to protect your family, but your country.
Let's go ahead and send it out to 12 News political director Matt Smith joining us live once again on the convention floor. Matt, Trump's big night coming as President Joe Biden faces more calls to get out of the race.
Deanna, an incredible split screen that we're seeing play out here in Milwaukee and then in Washington and Delaware. As you mentioned, top Democrats now, new reporting coming in, have privately told President Biden it is time to drop out of the race. They're telling him they see no clear path to victory for him, including Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries. New reporting from the Washington Post this afternoon saying that former President Barack Obama telling President Biden the same, that at this moment it is time for him to drop out. Several top Democrats here in the state meant to respond to the RNC, now responding to those questions. Take a listen.
To your question about my colleague to be Adam Schiff, who I've known for many years, respect tremendously, but couldn't disagree more on this issue. I mean, for anybody wondering whether President Biden is committed, members of Congress got a letter last week and a half ago. He's thought about it, he's been approached, and he's decided. I know, having spoken to him personally, he's committed to the campaign, he's committed to winning in November because we want to continue the progress we've made under his leadership and because we know the dangers of Donald Trump.
I absolutely believe Joe Biden can still win Wisconsin, and the reason for that is both what he plans to do in his next term, building on what he's done now, fighting to bring costs down and to sign Roe versus Wade into law, and the energy that I see from our volunteers across the state. I haven't talked to a person who is committing to anything less than their full effort to make sure that Biden beats Trump this November.
Back out here live inside Fiserv Forum, just hours from former President Donald Trump taking the stage. And take a look at our Wisconsin delegation. They have come out in full style tonight. This, the final night of the convention, our host delegation. I've been told there have been cheeseheads ordered for all of Wisconsin's 41 delegates who will be here on the floor. They're trying to compete with Texas guys who have had the cowboy hats all week. We're coming out in full force tonight for this final night here on the convention floor, guys.
And I do have to tell you, Matt, you can absolutely see them stand out from up here from where we are. You just see the yellow, orange walking around the convention floor. Matt Smith reporting live for us. Matt, thank you. Now, Trump is expected to take the stage at about 9 o'clock. Leading into him, some notable speakers include Trump's former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, Wisconsin billionaire Deion Hendricks, and Ultimate Fighting Championship President Dana White.